like a
big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is one.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his first look is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off, sometimes you're just rounding it, sometimes there's a fake, sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, Barney. Here we go now. 3:19.
second down. Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Bell. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. Gets through, and now an opening. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 87 yards, and the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it. Unfolding
so far so good for him. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Leopard!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Allen now looks to throw. The left side completion to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And again, it's Allen. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Dobbs trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back to throw, Dobbs. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Flex round. Flex round.
Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Flex round. Flex round.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To the air, Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Dobbs is trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, Oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, 82 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Ohio! Flex round!
Out of the gun, Dobbs steps away to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Detroit!
Allen looks to throw on second down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Clay Matthews in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Downs eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Gun!
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. A final shot before half for Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Dobbs now on 2nd down. A screen to Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. With that grab, by the way, Antonio Brown now over 10,000 receiving yards in his career.
That is an incredible, significant accomplishment. You're saying 10,000 yards? How many other guys have done that in NFL history?
He's the 46th all-time.
And one of the few that are active.
Yeah,
incredible.
There's only a few that are active. He still, though, is a ways away from Jerry Rice, up over 22,000 for the all-time lead. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Ohio.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw is Dobbs. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. The left side completion to Jones. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Here's Allen to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Throwing here, Dobbs. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Flex round! Flex round! Go, go, go! Mike 2! Mike 2!
Now Dobbs. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Allen again. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And here's Allen throwing again. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Back now in Buffalo. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Dobbs to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Bills getting set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to see.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes over the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Dobbs. This is Bell on the dump off. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And Callaway taking it in left side. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On 1st down, Allen. That's taken in by Callaway. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back, and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Allen, flush to his right. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
319. Gone.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Right there. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Now he'll escape to his left. That's complete right around the 8. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen, got to have this one. The quick slant caught. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And again, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Allen to throw once more. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.